throw a bucks night. Can just see you girls doing a pub crawl.
Who's doing a pub crawl?
Oh, it's just Rob being stupid. Joe had a hassle with the room at the restaurant, so we're having the shower tea at Mrs. Armstrong's now. Have to ring around, let everyone know.
Barbara's agreed to it.
Had to do a bit of talking, but yeah.
Oh, that's nice of her. I'm glad I can come now.
I thought she couldn't make it.
David just told me about the bucks night. He certainly won't be needing any company, so couldn't have worked out better. Have a nice night, darling. Rosie, you're not actually going to wear that hat, are you?
I'll wear what I like.
Please yourself. Angela, what on earth are you doing up there?
Coming.
Changed your mind pretty sudden, didn't you?
About what?
Coming tonight.
I found I had some time to spare.
Anything to do with it being at Mrs. Armstrong's place?
Rosie, I'm going because I happen to be the mother of the bride. Is that all right with you?
It's not fair on Mrs. Armstrong.
Not fair. It's none of your business.
Sorry it took so long.
That's all right, darling.
Got everything?
I think so.
Rosie, I wouldn't worry about the hat. I don't think it's going to be that sort of do.
That won't worry me.
Looks like she's going to be the life of the party.
Not a word of a lie, honestly. I believe you, Jane. Thousands wouldn't.
Here she is, everyone, the guest of honor.
Angela, at last. I wanted to make a quiet entrance. Thanks for letting us use your place, Mrs. Armstrong.
I'm glad I was able to help.
And look who could make it.
I thought you weren't coming.
Oh, you know me, Tina. Never miss a good party.
Angela, darling, I can't wait to see your mysterious fiancé. You should have brought him tonight. Oh, I hope you don't mind. I brought a friend of mine who was in town. Deirdre, this is the bride-to-be. I won't say blushing.
Thought these might help.
Oh, you shouldn't have bothered. Thanks, Rosie.
No bother.
Glad you could make it. Oh, watch out for the punch. It's lethal.
Oh, that's the way I like it. Excuse me. Hello, Barbara. Couldn't possibly not come when I heard you were helping out.
Rob says you're not coming along to the Bucks party.
I've got work I should do.
I think he'd like you to be there.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid.
I put myself out by coming up early. Don't you reckon you can do the same and come along?
A night of blue movies and beer isn't my idea of fun.
Be a bit of a laugh.
For you, maybe.
I thought you'd be able to swallow your pride for one night.
I've been swallowing my blasted pride ever since you...
Just telling me about the marquee idea of Mother's.
Yes, just in case it rains.
Thought I'd better eat. Then we can trust the food at the sort of joints we're going to.
Well, who goes along for the food?
On your hands. Oh, he's a mongrel, Dave.
I wouldn't tell him what we've got lined up for him tonight.
As long as it isn't tar and feathers, eh?
Sure you won't come?
No, I really can't, I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
Well, we'd better go, hadn't we?
Right, meet you at the Alamein Fountain.
I'll come with you, John.
Good one. See you, Mr. Hamilton.
You right for Will's, Wayne?
No worries. Better go. Wouldn't want to miss any of the fun.
Thanks.
They sure can put it away.
Yeah, they probably will be on diets tomorrow.
It's good to see you looking so happy.
Why shouldn't I be?
Well, you weren't exactly firing this morning.
Bad. Just me being stupid.
Darling, I need your help.
I better get back to work.
Have a go at Tina. She's the worst gossip in the world.
Hardly.
Tina, what stories have you been spreading now?
Oh, Charlie swore it was true.
Honestly. Barbara, you'll enjoy this. Tina's been telling everyone that you and Gordon were having a little fling while I was overseas.
Tina!
Patricia?
You're joking.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yes, it is.
Now, honestly, do we look like two women who'd be after the same man?
Well, no.
Well, you better tell the gossips they were barking up the wrong tree, then.
Don't believe a word she says about me, Barbara. I'm discretion itself. Come on. Pamela wants to have a look at the ring.
How dare you ridicule me in my own home?
Did I?
Glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night. Nice to see you. Bye. Oh, and thanks for the presents. And thank you.
Oh.
Oh, after all you've done tonight, you've got to come to the wedding. Isn't there any way you can?
Well, actually, I was trying to talk to you earlier. If it's not too late, I'd like to change my mind. That is, if I'm welcome.
Oh, I just said so, didn't I? Oh, that's great. All right, off you go and get some beauty sleep.
You don't want bags under your eyes for Saturday?
Night-night, Rosie, and thank you for your help.
Well, it's my pleasure.
I'll
See you Saturday.
join you later, darling.
Okay, night.
I said I'll be out in a minute, Rosie. What the hell are you up to?
Well, I originally decided not to go to the wedding because I thought it would be in poor taste.
Oh, damn right it would.
But after tonight's little performance...
I would have thought tonight's little performance would be enough for you.
I refused the invitation out of consideration to you as well as Gordon, believe it or not. But any woman who can use tonight to score points doesn't deserve any consideration as far as I'm concerned. I shall be there because Angela wants me there. And if you try and make a fool of me again...
You made a fool of yourself.
I shall make sure I show you up to be the sort of woman that you really are.
What I really am is Gordon's wife. He loves me. And I hope tonight showed you how ludicrous most people find the idea of you and him together.
Gordon needs a woman who genuinely cares for him. Someone who can give love as well as take it.
That's you, I suppose.
It could be.
Funny Gordon doesn't see it that way.
You know, a beautiful woman can get away with a lot, but only so far. You'll trip yourself up before long. Your type always does.
My type?
I can wait. When Gordon wants me, I'll be here.
You really honestly believe all that, don't you?
Yes. It was right about the punch.
You should have a large glass of water and some vitamin B before you go to bed.
Hello there.
Hello, darling.
Looks like you had a good night.
Oh, I won't know till I've opened them. I think I'll do it in the morning. Good night, Mother.
Good night, darling.
Night.
See you in the morning, Daddy.
It's time I was in bed, too. Good night.
Night. Nightcap?
The quiet. No idea the way those women talk. Oh,
They could have done with some noise around here tonight.
you're sorry you didn't go with them?
A little. Still, I can't relax with David. It's a fact of life. There's no point in spending an evening with him when I don't have to.
Never mind. It's not often you and I get a chance to be alone together.
This place is like Central Station. What shall we drink to?
Us.
Us.
I'm glad I decided to go tonight.
How's Barbara?
It was good to be able to show her there were no hard feelings. Feel sorry for her, really. I know how I felt when I thought I was losing you.
Do you know what I think?
What?
I think we should take our bottle and ourselves to bed before the boys get home.
I can't see what the big deal's about.
We could have lost an account.
We didn't, though.
No thanks to you. I'm sure Mr. Ferguson stressed there's no point in seeing a client unless you're thoroughly prepared for the meeting.
Yes, I know. It won't happen again.
I'd make sure of that if I were you. And I didn't appreciate you staggering in here at 10:15, especially after our talk yesterday.
I've never been late before.
That's one point in your favor.
I slept through the alarm.
After a night out drinking with your mates.
I don't know what you've heard, but I wasn't very drunk last night.
Well, it better not affect your work for the little that's left of the day. You can do whatever the hell you like outside working hours as long as you're on the ball when you're here. I hired you to do a job.
The last couple of weeks haven't been normal. I won't be making any more mistakes.
That's what you said yesterday. You've got exactly 2 more weeks to show me that you're still up to the job, okay? Good. That'll be all then.
Patricia Hamilton.
Oh, Hal Mason here, Patricia. If you've got some time during the day, I'd like to see you.
I'm tied up till at least 1.
All right, how about 3? My office?
3 o'clock, fine by me.
Good, I'll see you then.
I'm sorry, Paul. Right, the job. You're chopping and changing a bit, aren't you? One minute you want to leave, the next minute you want to stay.
I was keen to move on. I've thought about it since, though. If you've got someone else lined up...
No, we haven't. I'm glad you're staying. I'm very pleased with your work.
Good.
Was there something else?
No. Well, thanks, Mrs. Hamilton. I'd better let you get on with your work then.
Organising a wedding virtually overnight is no mean feat.
No, I bet it's not. If there's any way I can help, just let me know.
Well, don't worry, I will.
Right.
Would you let Rosie know? I don't want her hiring anybody else.
I bet it's all a lie. We probably got up from work to shower too.
I wouldn't count on it.
Well, how come I've got a hangover and neither of you?
I'm fine.
So, we can hold our grog better, that's all. What were you on, punch or something?
Punch, kid.
Mrs. Hamilton said to let you know, Rosie, I'm staying on.
Oh, that's lovely. I'll take the ad out of the local paper then.
Wise move, mate. We're a good wicket here.
Yeah. I'll try and keep in the background till the wedding's over.
Thank you.
Oh, there'll be plenty to do. We'll be running you ragged.
Well, I'll stay out of your way while I'm doing it.
Nice boy, that.
Yeah, he's a cute bloke.
You're really putting it away this morning.
Growing boy. You've gone quite all of a sudden, huh?
I'm feeling pretty seedy.
I hope you're feeling up to looking that block of land later on.
Yeah, sure.
Hamilton House? Hello there. It's Rosie. I'll get him. For you, David, it's Beryl.
Oh, I'll take it in the hallway. G'day.
Oh, hello, love. Look, don't get mad, but there's been a bit of a change in plans.
You better be coming.
Oh, of course I am, but not until tomorrow.
I thought you were going to pull a Swifty and say you couldn't make it.
I promised I'd be there, and I will.
Cutting it a bit fine, aren't you?
David, I'm feeling sick. I've been up and down all night. I'm really not in any state to travel.
You will be here.
I said I will.
At what time do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. Expect me when you see me. And thanks very much for being so concerned about my health.
Wayne told me about John's employment record. He's hardly showing responsibility.
What would Wayne know? From what I've heard, John's been doing very well.
Not for the last few weeks, he hasn't.
You can't let him go because of one or two mistakes.
James ordered me to find John a position.
And as it turned out, it was a good move.
Was good, but he's shirking now. I just want you to know that if he continues to do badly, I will get rid of him. And I'd be disappointed if you let that affect our working relationship. I was willing to give him a go, just as I'm willing to give Wayne a go.
Employing Wayne had nothing to do with me.
He's turned out to be the best of the lot, actually. Well, the reports from Melbourne on David Palmer aren't too encouraging either.
It's a difficult transition for both David and John.
Just remember, Ramberg is a business, not your personal employment agency.
If you've had a piece of John, I'm sure you'll find he'll improve.
Well, let's hope so. Well, I'm equally concerned about his father, actually.
It takes David a while to adjust to new ideas, you'll see.
Well, why all this concern about the Palmer family? Well, John, I can understand, but his father? Now, frankly, you don't exactly strike me as the guardian angel type.
Who says I'm doing it to help him?
I'm taking that Formby file home.
Oh, good. I'll need it first thing in the morning.
It's the wedding tomorrow.
Oh, you can still bring it in, can't you?
Sure. How did it go with Mother?
Oh, she wasn't too keen, but I think I made my point.
Suppose you stuck up for John?
What are these personal problems he's been having?
He's mixed up with a girl who was a prostitute.
Charming. His own silly fault, then. Still, he tells me he's over it. I'll just have to hope that nothing else happens to upset his apple cart.
Yeah.
You're sounding chirpy.
I had a good day. The whole swag of work to get through that.
Oh, John's in there. He's in the same boat.
Oh, I'll take over the living room then.
I thought I told you we wanted afternoon tea.
The kettle's on.
Well, do that later, for heaven's sake. I wouldn't be at all surprised if she wasn't going senile.
Hal told me I just missed you.
Must have. I've only been back a few minutes. We're having afternoon tea out by the pool, if you'd like to join us.
Who's us?
Angela and David, myself, and Rob when he's finished changing.
Oh, it's okay. I'd better get on with this.
They've seen a block of land that they're really keen on. Angela and Rob.
I thought they were going to live here.
Well, only till they build their own place. Block's just down the road. I think I might talk to Gordon about it.
You're really keen on keeping them around, aren't you?
Certainly am. If you change your mind, come on down. Where's Angela?
Going to give Rosie a hurry up.
Oh, good. I found her polishing the hall table. Don't know why Gordon bothers with her. Sorry I sniped at you the other night. About going across to Fiona's. You're right, we're all trying to make the best of a difficult situation. Kevin and Lynn should be here by now.
Yeah. Fiona will give them the royal treatment.
Surprised Beryl didn't come with them.
She wanted to leave it to the last minute. Can hardly blame her.
She will come, though, won't she? I don't want anything to spoil the day for Angela.
Yeah, of course she'll come.
I really appreciate all the effort you're making.
She is my daughter.
You can't take all the credit.
Yeah.
Just the man I wanted to see.
Yeah?
I'd like to have a talk in private.
Well, can't it wait?
It's pretty important, really. Kevin Palmer arrived today, didn't he?
So?
I'm worried about how he's going to be with Mother at the wedding. What he might say.
How do you mean?
Come on, we both know what happened at Woombai.
Jeez, man, keep your voice down.
I said it was private.
What's it to you anyway?
Just want everything to go off well. I think we should work out a way of keeping them apart. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Oh, come off it, Wayne. As if Kevin's going to start spouting about Patricia and David having an affair. Oh, hell.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate.
How long have you known?
Ages. Oh, you and Angie about the only ones that don't know.
Everyone in Melbourne knows?
Yeah, it's caused a lot of hassles with Kev. Hold on. Sorry you had to find out like this, Jono. That's how come we got around to talking about it. We were worried how Kev would be with Patricia tomorrow.
Where are they? Dad and Patricia?
Out by the pool.
Listen, there with Angie, mate. You can't go out there. Look, I know we've blown it with you, but what the hell's it going to do to the wedding tomorrow if you drag her into it? And please, John, don't do anything to spoil the wedding, please.
Okay. Okay. Can't even think straight.
Look, I don't know much about what happened or how it happened, but all I know is that things are fine between Beryl and Dave, and you live here. You know that Patricia and Gordon are okay. So just leave it till after the wedding, eh? Talk to them when that's out of the way. I won't have to open my big mouth.
I know we don't get on, but the last thing I want to do is spoil the wedding. Honest.
It happened at Woombai, did it?
Yeah.
Great. Well, I reckon if you want the wedding to go off, fine. Best thing is if I make myself scarce till tomorrow night.
Can't do that. You're my best man.
Well, just get someone to fill in. Get Kev. I don't know. Just if I'm around, there's no way I'm not going to go on. Tell Angela. Just tell her anything.
John! John, how am I going to explain it?
Where is he?
Oh, I couldn't talk to him. He went herring off.
I'm sorry, Rob. I didn't have a clue he was in there.
It's not your fault, mate. Point is, what are we going to do about it?
Better tell Mother and David, I suppose. Mother's got a few beefs against me at the moment. I'd appreciate it if you played down my involvement a bit.
I was the one spouting about affairs.
I brought it up, talking about Kevin.
No, it's my problem. Don't worry about it.
You want me to keep Angie out of the way while you talk to them?
No, I think I'll wait till she's gone to bed. Once it all hits the fan, there's no way she's not going to twig something's up if she's around.
What if John comes home before you have a chance to say anything?
The way he was talking, I think that's the last thing he'll do. We were going to Fiona's.
Still going to?
No, I'll tell Dave John got a call from work. We can put it off.
It's the most likely spot he'll go, you know. Fiona's.
I doubt it. With Kevin and Lynn there.
Or to Jill's.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll let Fiona and Jill know just in case.
Then what?
Try and act natural for the night.
Angie was telling me about the block of land.
Oh, yeah. Pity about it.
Patricia said you were keen on it.
We are. It's the price that's the problem.
Yeah, we'd buy it like a shot if we had the money.
Don't know how on average play with the family managers here. Prices are a lot more reasonable in Melbourne.
As Rob has his job up here, it's the logical place to settle.
Walk straight into something just as good in Melbourne.
Well, there's plenty of time to discuss all that. If we're going to create magic in the study, we'd better get going.
Right. Do you want a hand with lifting?
No, it's all right. I'll help Gordon with the small things first.
Hope you don't mind me booting you out.
Of course not.
I'll give you a yell if we need some muscle. Perhaps you'd like to work out what you want brought down.
Okay.
Should be enough room if we just shove the desk to one side.
No, I prefer to take it out, darling. Make it much nicer for her. Did you get the gist of what David was trying to do?
No.
Dropped a few hints by the pool this afternoon as well. He's very keen to have Angela and Rob living in Melbourne.
I don't see much likelihood of that. They seem pretty set on staying here.
I know a way to make sure they do. Buy them that block of land as a wedding present.
It's a very generous thought. There's no way I can afford it.
I can. Hot milk for you too?
I'll have a nightcap in a minute. You're amazingly chirpy for someone whose daughter's going to marry Rob Keegan tomorrow.
Nothing I can do about it, even if I wanted to. We were a laughingstock over the Simon business. I can just imagine everybody if she called her wedding off.
So we're stuck with him.
Until the divorce.
Makes it all very real all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I think we've done our bit for the moment.
Right.
You're being tactful.
Well, you really shouldn't see each other tomorrow. It'll give you some time together.
Does make it all real.
I love you.
I love you too.
You wouldn't let anything muck up tomorrow, would you?
What good?
Just being stupid, I guess.
Yes, you are. What made you say that?
Knew I'd get a hug out of it.
Can I interest anyone? Not for me, thanks.
I reckon I'll be knocking enough back tomorrow.
I couldn't find Rosie anywhere.
She often goes out and chats to Paul.
Oh. Well, I put it on anyway, so don't let me forget, or there'll be a terrible mess.
Oh, forget about the milk for me, Mother. I'll be asleep before my head hits the pillow. Night, everyone.
Night.
I'll be up.
I won't be far behind her.
Nor me. Actually,
I don't think any of us will be getting much sleep tonight.
Stupid. Discussing something like that in the middle of the house.
There was no point in getting angry, Patricia. It was bound to come out sooner or later.
No, it wasn't.
well, you never know. It might be all right once we talk to him.
Oh, you're all being so reasonable. We've got a disaster on our hands and you all sit there being optimistic.
For God's sake, keep your voice down. You'll be doing the same thing with Angela. We've got a big day tomorrow. Why don't we just go to bed? There's nothing we can do until the morning.
Oh, you really expect me to sleep?
Well, I couldn't either. Look, you go. If he does come in, it's between the three of us anyway.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No point in that. It's done now.
Sorry, Dave.
Me too. Good night. I'll wait up if you want me to.
No, of course not. I'm sorry, darling. You do understand.
Of course. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Pat.
Is she here?
It's late, Dave. Should go to bed, eh?
No.
Be a mess in the morning if you don't.
Oh, David. I wish we could talk to him.
I don't reckon that's going to do much good.
At least we could put our side of things.
There's not much we can say that's going to make it sound any better. We did it, and that's that.
I don't want what happened between you and Kevin happening between him and me.
Said a few things last night that'll probably make it sound worse. I got a bit drunk. Raved on about how good it was working with him at Woombai. What sort of lying mongrel does he think I am? Hello?
Mr. Palmer, it's Jill. I thought you might be up.
Is he there with you?
Yeah, he's at my place. He's asleep. I'm calling from Fiona's.
How is he?
He's been in a fight.
About us, I mean.
Really angry.
I'll come over.
I can't stop you, I suppose, but would you trust me? The way he is now, I don't think you should talk to him straight off. I might be able to help.
Jill thinks we should hold off from going over there. She thinks she might be able to help.
Let me talk to her. Hello, Jill.
Mrs. Hamilton?
What do you think you can do that we can't?
Oh, calm him down enough so he'll at least listen to you.
Is that bad, is it?
He talked himself to sleep. Okay, he's drunk, but... Oh, it was really angry stuff.
All right. Call us in the morning when you've talked to him.
I'll do my best. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Any news from John?
My mother's inside on the phone. I think it's Jill. Apparently John turned up at her place last night. She's trying to talk him around.
Thank you very much, Di. I'll make sure it gets to you. Di Miller, a work problem.
You off to click now and pop?
Yeah. Hope there's some good news by the time I get back.
So do I.
Where's Angie?
Gordon's keeping her out of the way at the hairdresser's.
See ya.
Wayne, could I see you before you go, please?
Upstairs if any news comes through.
In a bit of a rush.
I want you to drop in at Manley Terrace on the way. John's very lucky. He's got Di Miller on side. She saw him at Jill's. Realized his neck would be on the chopping block if he didn't get the report Hal wanted to him this morning. I saw it last night in the top drawer of Gordon's desk.
I doubt it's finished. John was working on it when he heard.
Oh, apparently all but a few paragraphs are done. Di will fix those, and you can take it in with you. Tell Hal that John was tied up with the wedding, so you offered to drop it in.
And I cop it in the neck if Hal finds out I'm lying.
As if he will. Just get the report and go and make a good job of the story. Get a move on. Wayne, if you ever did anything to cause John to lose his job, you'd be the next to go.
What the hell makes you think I'd do anything like that?
Maternal instinct. The point about not telling Angela.
For now, at least. The car's just pulled up. It's her and Mr. Hamilton.
I mean, look how she took the news about Fiona buying one
He's
bike.
agreed, Pat. Let's leave it at that. The more we talk about it, the more likely the same thing will happen to her as with John.
Right.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Well, look at you.
It looks lovely.
Thanks. Especially you. I won't tell you what it cost.
Glad I could do something.
What have you been doing?
Oh, 3 rounds with a swinging door.
Oh, it looks like the door won.
Well, I better make myself a bit respectable.
Yes, we could do without a hobo at the bridal party.
What has he been doing?
Well, he enjoyed the Bucks party so much he decided to have one of his own. Your hair really does look nice.
Have they put the full-length mirror in the study yet?
Yes, you better go and check and see if there's anything else you want.
Okay, thanks.
I gather John's not being difficult.
No, he's behaved amazingly.
And you're both damn lucky, aren't you?
He knows it's over.
Well, I suppose I better go and see what sort of a job Paul's doing outside.
I'll give you a hand if you like.
Probably hasn't done half the things I asked him to. Thank you for keeping Angela occupied. What would I do without you? How's it going, Paul?
Well, all under control.
And the trestles?
Well, that's the last of them.
Good.
Oh, from the estate agent.
Ah, thank you. Oh, you have been busy. You know, I'm very glad you stayed. You've been a big help.
No sign of the flowers.
Haven't they arrived?
I don't think so. Want me to check?
Yes, would you get onto the florist straight away and find out what's happened?
Sure.
There you go. How many bathrooms would they have in a place like this?
To tell you the truth, I've never bothered to count them.
Oh, there you are.
Rosie, this is my mum and dad. Mum and Dad, Rosie. I've told them all about you.
Mr. Keegan.
Bob.
I'm Aileen.
Rob tells me it's your first time in Sydney.
Oh, for me it is, yes, but Bob was here during the war.
Yeah, Battle of Holsworthy, wasn't it, Dad?
Cheeky kid.
Reckon you'd notice a bit of difference since then, eh?
Well, Central Station's about the only place I've recognised so far.
Always get lost when I go into the city myself. Give me the country any time.
You sound like one of our mob, Rosie.
Thought I heard voices. Mr. and Mrs. Keegan. I'm Patricia Hamilton.
Hello.
Mrs. Hamilton?
Rosie should have told me you were here.
Oh, we just got in.
Yeah. How was the train trip?
Oh, it was fine.
Didn't get much sleep, though.
Oh, Rosie can show you up to your room and you can have a rest before this afternoon. Is this all your luggage?
Oh, there's another small one in the boot.
Oh, Rob can get that when he puts the car away.
Don't leave it, Rosie. That's far too heavy for you.
Why don't you just show us where we're going to sleep? Oh, big and ugly enough to take up the luggage.
Don't hesitate to ask for anything you need.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
This way.
Come on, thank you.
Yeah, big and ugly. Thank you. Oh.
Your father sounds like the last of the gentlemen.
Oh, he always has been. Any news on John?
Yes. He and David and I had a long chat.
How'd he take it?
Fine.
Oh, me, my big mouth.
Actually, I'm glad it happened. It brought us all even closer.
Oh, good. He's okay about not telling Angie. That's great. Well, I better put the car away.
Well, first disaster of the day, Mrs. Hamilton, and it's a real beauty. There's been a mix-up with another wedding.
So what happened to our flowers?
They've gone to another reception.
Well, what happened to theirs?
Apparently the order got lost. Not the flowers, the order form itself. So we can't even have what they were expecting.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Can't they just make up another order?
Don't have enough of the right type or colour, they reckon. Well, they said to give them a ring, let them know what you want done.
By the time I'm finished with them, they'll be lucky if they open their doors again.
What's up?
Looks like there are no flowers for the wedding.
Some in the garden. Wouldn't take long to make up the bouquets. That's all that really matters.
No, thank you, Rosie. I want it done properly.
Rosie's very good. She did the flowers at the local church for years.
And most of the weddings. Never had any complaints either.
It would get us out of a tight spot.
Oh, it'll be a bit of a rush to get anything done now. At least you know get them if Rosie does it.
Do what you like.
Looks like you've got yourself a job, Rosie.
Last thing she wanted, too.
How come everyone else is so busy and all I seem to do is sit around like a shag on a rock?
Because you're a guest.
Oh. Jill's arrived. She's in with Angie.
Did you thank her for all her help?
Now, what do you reckon?
Oh, I think I've deserved a breather. Actually, I owe you an apology. The way I barged in on you and Beryl demanding to take over the wedding arrangements.
There's no use raking that up now.
No, but it's true. We were very lucky with John this morning. Could have been nasty, but instead it was rather wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. You and I had loggerheads up till then, but I don't know. Something to do with parental instinct, I guess.
Yeah.
I do have a lot to thank you for. The way you explained it.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Sorry.
Well, I've got a few things to say I'm sorry for myself. The way I handled going back to Beryl. Just walking out like that.
Well, as you said, there's no point now.
Call it quits.
I don't see any problem. Have you worked out your father of the bride speech?
Oh, don't remind me. I've never been one for getting up in front of a crowd. And the mob you've invited.
Gordon's a very good speaker. It's a pity he's not proposing the toast. I have a sneaking suspicion he's had his father of the bride speech prepared for years. Well, that's enough rest for now. If you are hungry at all, there's plenty to eat in the kitchen, but most of us aren't bothering with lunch.
Mom! Are you in the kitchen, love?
All packed and ready?
Just about. A few more things to go in. I can't help worrying about leaving your car at the airport overnight, though.
There's a parking station. It's safe enough.
Just as easy to get a taxi.
Stop worrying. Anyway, how are you feeling?
Oh, all right. I had a bit of a lie-in. It's going to be a long day.
You don't look the best.
I'll be okay when I get there.
If you don't feel up to it, Mum, you're silly to go.
I promised David. What'll he think if I don't turn up?
He wouldn't expect you if he knew you were sick.
I'll be fine. Wouldn't have heard him to call this morning, say how I was. Wouldn't have heard him at all. Now, come on, let's get the packing finished.
Checking out who gave what? It's quite a haul.
Yes.
Big day for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. In a few hours' time, the Palmers and the Hamiltons will be more related than ever.
Whether we like it or not, eh?
I suppose we're never going to be friends, are we?
I doubt it.
Can hardly blame you. Probably feel the same if things were the other way around. You mightn't believe this, but I'm very glad things are working out between you and Patricia.
What's she been saying?
Ah, it's just a couple of things she said.
Was there anything special you wanted to say?
Yeah, well, you've been more of a father to Angela than I have over the years, you know. And I thought you'd like to give the father the bride speech, seeing that I get to give her away.
That's about the last thing I expected to hear you say.
I just reckon you have a right, that's all. It's up to you.
Thank you.
What are you stopping for?
I'm not. The car's doing it by itself. Oh, it's lucky the damn thing.
You've run out of petrol. Didn't you check before we left?
Well, I never think of things like that.
What would have happened if we'd been stuck in the middle of nowhere?
Well, you'd have had a long walk, wouldn't you?
Hey, you can't park there.
No lift from you, smarty pants.
She ran out of petrol.
I thought for a minute there I'd sold Jill a dud.
Hey, shouldn't you be going off to get ready?
Yeah, well, it's a good thing I'm not. Come on, hop in. We'll give you a push.
Oh, talk about arriving in style. Now, just hold on.
Come on.
Yeah, well, just wait a minute now.
Ready?
Yeah, go.
This is the hallway. Living room through there.
Oh, wow. And I thought your place was nice. Oh.
You'd probably end up getting lost.
Well, look what the window is.
Hi. Isn't it fantastic?
It's not bad for a weekender. I'm glad you could make it, Kev.
That's okay, Dad.
Now, where's Beryl and Susie?
Oh, they're catching a later plane.
They're cutting it a bit fine, aren't they?
I'll show you around the place if you like.
Oh, yes, please.
I might tag along. Shouldn't you be getting dressed?
Oh, got ages yet. And talk about a pack of warriors. I'll be ready.
Where's Angela?
She's through there fixing Jill's hair.
Oh, I'll say hello to her after I've had a look around.
Show you outside first.
Okay. You take care of that for me.
Tennis court and pool through here.
Oh, look.
Beryl was expecting to hear from you this morning. I called her about the flight times.
Well, I gave her a call yesterday, and she's a bit snaky. So I thought I wouldn't worry her. Anyway, I had my hands full with John.
She's not well, David. Honestly. It might be an idea to call her now.
I suppose I should have called her earlier. Well, what's the point now, though? I mean, they'd be on their way if they're going to make it.
Well, no harm in trying. Just in case.
I'll take that.
Oh, thanks.
Everything switched off?
Yes, and I've checked the back door.
Well, come on. We'll only just get there as it is.
No answer.
I knew there wouldn't be.
I wish you'd called earlier.
Well, there's not much I can do now. Sort things out with her when she gets here.
I think I'll go and get myself a drink and settle down in some inconspicuous spot. Not too many people are happy about having me here today. I better keep a low profile.
Can't make it too obvious.
No, I suppose not.
Yep, that's the spot down there.
So that's where you tie the knot?
Yep, where it all happens.
Oh, I wish we'd had an open-air wedding.
Hey, you got the ring there, mate?
I'm not letting it out of my sight.
Give it here, I'll show the kids.
Sure.
What do you reckon?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Not bad, eh?
Hope no one's touching that food.
Just looking. Didn't know Pav was on the menu.
Wasn't going to be. Special request from Angela, though.
Rosie, Kevin and Lynn.
Oh, you're John's brother and his wife. Lovely to meet you.
G'day.
Nice to meet you, too.
You'll have a friend for life now. Mum goes ape over Pav.
Looking forward to seeing your mum again. Got on real well last time.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
No, she'd have to be. Look whose sister she is.
Oh, talk about tickets on himself.
Calm down, Mum. It's not going to help if you get upset. Call a doctor.
I'll be fine. I just have to sit down for a bit.
Don't be so stubborn.
Your dad will never believe me.
Don't worry about that now. I'll call him. If he doesn't, you'll get an earful from me.
I don't want to upset Angela's day.
So understand. For God's sake, Mum, you can't go hopping on a plane when you nearly pass out between you and the car.
Oh, I feel terrible.
Stay there. Call Dad, then your doctor.
Susie!
What is it? Mum, what is it?
Call the doctor. Something is terribly wrong.
Love is very strange. It can come and go.
It can happen when you are young or old. When it comes from nowhere. When it comes, it changes your